back, humans. Have you ever had one of those moments where everything feels too perfect? Like the universe is a little too calm? Well, here's a fun thought. Physicists think that might be a very bad sign, because there's a theory, a real one, that says our universe is sitting in a false vacuum. Sounds fancy, right? But what it means is, we might all be living inside a cosmic lie. A ticking time bomb wrapped in empty space. Let me explain. When you hear vacuum, you probably think of a Dyson, or that old shop vac in your garage. But in physics, a vacuum isn't a cleaning tool. It's what we call empty space. Total nothingness. No particles, no air, just space. Or at least, that's what we thought. Turns out, nothing isn't really nothing. In quantum physics, even the emptiest possible space is something. It has energy, it has fluctuations, and it has rules. Now here's where it gets weird. Some of those rules are controlled by something called the Higgs field. Okay, so, imagine the universe is filled with this invisible soup. It's called the Higgs field. It's everywhere, all the time, even in your cereal. Now when particles move through this soup, some of them get stuck a little. That stickiness is what gives them mass. Without the Higgs field, nothing would have weight. You, me, the moon, we'd all just be massless dust floating around like cosmic ghosts. Now, this field isn't random. It's set at a certain energy level, a kind of resting point. Scientists call this the vacuum state. It's like the lowest energy setting the universe can sit at. Except, what if that setting isn't actually the lowest? Imagine you're on a hill. You roll a marble down the side, and it settles into a little dip. It stops there. Looks like it's at rest, all calm. But if you zoom out, you notice that dip is just a tiny dent on the hillside. There's a much deeper valley just ahead. The marble isn't at the lowest point. It's just stuck in a local low spot. That, right there, is the false vacuum. In this metaphor, the marble is the universe. And if the Higgs field is currently resting in a false valley instead of the true lowest one, that means we're not as stable as we think. We're balanced in a fake low energy state. One little push, and everything could change. So what happens if it pops? Here's where it gets terrifying. If the Higgs field is really in a false vacuum, then there's a chance, however small, that it could suddenly collapse into a true vacuum. Like the marble suddenly hopping over the edge and falling into the real valley. That event would release an enormous amount of energy. It would create a bubble of true vacuum, a region where the laws of physics are different, and that bubble would expand at the speed of light. Everything in its path, obliterated. Atoms, gone. Light, gone. The forces that hold your molecules together, completely rewritten. Reality, rebooted. This bubble wouldn't just destroy stuff. It would rewrite the rules of the universe as it spread. And worst of all, we'd never see it coming. You'd be gone before you knew it. Imagine you're eating cereal. You blink, and boom, are gone. No pain, no panic, just sudden non-existence. Because the bubble moves at light speed. That means by the time it reaches you, it already got you. No warning, no sirens. No dramatic space movie escape, just the cosmic equivalent of pulling the plug. Cool, right? But wait, how do we know this? Now you're probably thinking, okay, but this sounds like science fiction. It does, but here's the part that makes scientists uncomfortable. This idea isn't just theory, it actually fits with the math. See, in 2012, when the Large Hadron Collider discovered the Higgs boson, physicists were able to measure its mass and its interactions. Then they plugged those values into equations to check the stability of the universe. And guess what? The numbers suggested that our current vacuum state is metastable. That's science speak for, this looks stable, but it might not be. Basically, the universe could just be pretending everything is fine. You ever see that meme of the dog sitting in a room that's on fire, saying this is fine? Yeah. That's us. Can we trigger it? Here's where it gets even more mind-bending. Could we accidentally trigger vacuum decay? Could a particle accelerator like the LHC, create the spark that causes the bubble? The short answer is no, probably not. The energy levels required are far beyond what humans can create. Nature's been slamming particles together at higher energies than the LHC for billions of years. Cosmic rays, gamma bursts, black holes colliding, and so far, no vacuum collapse. So if it ever does happen, it won't be our fault. We'll just be very unlucky. What would a true vacuum universe be like? This is where things get speculative. If a bubble of true vacuum formed, the physical constants, like the speed of light, gravity, electromagnetism, could all be different. That might mean no stars, no planets, no chemistry, just an empty, sterile void. Or maybe something we can't even imagine. New particles, new laws, a different kind of space and time, maybe something better. Or maybe the universe gets rebooted like a glitchy PC, but this time without life. In any case, our version of reality would be toast. Why should we care? Now, if this all sounds dramatic, good, it is. But here's the honest truth. You don't need to lose sleep over vacuum decay. It's incredibly unlikely to happen anytime soon. It may not happen for trillions of years, if ever. And if it does, it'll be the cleanest death imaginable. No war, no pain, no taxes, just cosmic silence. It's not even something we can stop or prepare for. There's no bunker deep enough, no escape plan clever enough. The only thing we can do is appreciate the fact that it hasn't happened yet. Every second we get to exist is a win. So what's the point of knowing this? You might be asking. What's the point of learning about something that could wipe us out without warning? Well, that's kind of the point of science. It's not always about fixing things. Sometimes, it's about understanding where we are in the grand scheme of things. Knowing that our universe is possibly sitting in a false vacuum is humbling. It reminds us how delicate everything is, how finely tuned, how weird it all is. And it makes the fact that we're here, conscious, alive, making YouTube videos feel even more miraculous. We are tiny sparks in a temporary world. But we are here, and that's beautiful. Thanks for watching, humans. If you learned something new, drop a like, and subscribe for more mind-melting science from the edge of reality. Until next time, stay curious, and enjoy the false vacuum while it lasts. This is Voidcast.